Hey guys, VandyVape here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Kylin RTA from Vandy Vape. Vandy Vape, they're all over the place right now, they're killing it. You've seen everyone reviewing them at the moment, loads of products hitting the market. It's actually, the owner, Stefan, is actually a previous owner of Geek Vape, and he's actually moved over to make his own company with his own products. He actually designed, several of the very popular Geek Vape products, and now he's moved on to Vandy Vape. The Kylin, what is it all about? It is an RTA that can seamlessly be used as single coil or dual coil. It has a very interesting, very clever airflow system coming in from two places on the deck. It's a postless deck in the style of the Conqueror or the Rose or anything like that. It comes with two tanks, a 6mm and a 2mm tank, and it fits goon style tips. The easiest way to go with these things is often to go down low, so you can have a really close look at the product and understand what we're talking about. Let's do that right now. Alright guys, here we are up close with the Kylin RTA from Vandy Vape, or the Kylin RTA from Vandy Vape, I'm not sure. As you can see, it has the TPD EU warning on here. Now, because it comes with a 6mm tank in the box, I don't know if it's compliant or not, to be honest. The rules are a little bit sketchy on all that sort of thing. But nonetheless, this is the box, this is the packaging. It's got the authenticity thing. I do think this is the sort of thing that will be copied, so bear that in mind. Now, the first thing you will notice inside the packaging, maybe the lack of a tank, I'll show you that in a second, but I have a broken tank section here. The 2mm section that was on the tank when it came was, I could not get it off. I could not get it off at all, and I broke it trying to get it off. So let's throw that in the bin. But yeah, you get a spare 2mm section anyway, and I've got the 6mm section on here now. So you can see it makes a huge difference to the size of this thing having the 6mm tank on. So I've got my 6mm tank on there. This comes with a 2mm tank. It comes with a couple of goon style drip tips and an adapter as well. It fits goon drip tips, which is really great. Also in the packaging you get a plethora of different colour O-rings, and you get spare screws and all that stuff as well. Nice little manual as well. So a really good packaging, and really cool that it comes with the 6mm tank section and a spare 2mm tank section as well. This is the RTA. As I've said, goon size drip tip on here. You can convert it to a 510 drip tip should you wish. It has top fill in here. You simply unscrew this and literally chuck your juice down there. No matter what you want to fill this with, I'm sure it will work absolutely fine, because that is a huge space. When you're filling it up, it might be wise to close the juice flow down. You do that by turning this. That is closed there. And that is fully open, and it's a simple twisty thing like that to do that. Looking inside the tank here, you can see that little extra bit of chimney. That's what you need to use the 6mm tank. So you just screw that on once you've put your glass section in. Unscrewing the tank and revealing the deck, you can see how I have wicked this here. You simply put your cotton through your coil and send it straight down into this cup here. On this side, it's probably a better representation of how to do it, because you don't want to completely fill this space up in here. You just want to drop them into here really, to enable it to wick as fast as possible. But as you can see, you can fit a lot of cotton down there, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Let's pull this wicking out to get a good look at the deck. Let's get rid of those two things. Managed to vape this dry before coming on camera, which is good. And here we are. Here are my coils, slightly darkened because I've been using this like crazy. Now I've removed the wick, you can see where you actually tighten the coils down. Two little Allen keys in there. hexohm screws in there, and that's where you tighten your coils. You just drop your legs down the holes, a la Rose, a la Conqueror, and that's how it works. As you can see, because it's postless, it's got that lovely, easy to use thing. There's no post in the way stopping the wicking here. You literally go straight through the hole, straight down into this these channels. You can also see the airflow now. You've got your two little holes underneath the coil. You should be able to see that okay. And then you've got two big holes on the side which sort of go off at an angle, you know, ramping up across the coil and up to the drip tip, which is very nice indeed. It looks to be a gold plated deck, which is very pretty and very nice as well. And as you can see, yeah, piece of cake to build on. It truly is. You just drop your coils in, tighten them up on the side, and you are good to go. An absolutely thunderous piece of kit. And as you can see now, looking at all that airflow, look at those beefy coils, you can see why this is a bit of a cloud machine. Once you've built it how you want to build it, screw it up tight, and there you go. Underneath you can see presumably Stefan's signature. Yep, Stefan signature, Vandy Vape, and Kylin on there as well. Nice protruding pin as well if you want to use this on your mechs. Do be careful, do check the resistance, but you can do it if you want to. That is the RTA. Let's go back up top. Okay guys, the Kylin RTA from Vandy Vape, there it was down low. Let's just show you this straight off the bat. Let's just I don't know how well this comes across, but this is how it vapes. This is 60 watts, 0.3 build in here. Just 60 watts, huge tasty clouds. You know, I'm absolutely staggered by the flavour of this thing, and I think that's down to several things that we'll come all the way back to. Let's start with the negatives, get the negatives out of the way. I only have two sort of negatives, really, very minor as well. The juice flow control. This style of juice flow control where you are rolling the tank to open up the wick slots. This was very popular sort of 9 months ago, 12 months ago as a way of controlling the juice. I find it quite fiddly. It's very easy to close, that you just turn the tank that way, but then to open back up, it's a bit fiddly. It feels like any movement on that tank and you're going to be adjusting your juice flow control. I prefer a juice flow control that's much more locked on and off, you know, rather than this twisty thing. I do find it in general use, and I'm using this a lot because I'm really enjoying it. I do find in general use, it makes me a bit paranoid of that juice flow control. It's very easy to open and close accidentally, and then when you really want to set it to an exact amount, it's quite fiddly. I find it quite fiddly anyway. It's very minor negative. Do believe me, that is a very minor negative. The other one is, again, something I just want to point out to anyone considering purchasing this. It's huge. It's huge. Now, it's 24mm at the base. It's 26mm at the tank section. That's big. 26mm wide RTA. It's huge. It's a huge thing. I don't know how well it comes across. Remember, this is an RX200, a 3 battery mod, and it is absolutely massive. It's a massive tank, and that's not a negative as such, but it's definitely something you've got to be aware of. You know, it's going to look crazy on a very lightweight mod. You know, a single 18650 mod, something like that. It's going to look crazy. One of the reasons it looks so big is it's got the 6mm tank on there. It comes with a 2mm tank and a 6mm tank, and you can adjust it. And as you saw down low, I could not get my... It comes with the spare 2mm tank, so you get two 2mm glass sections, one 6mm section. I could not get my 2mm section off at all. It was absolutely wedged on there. And, you know, it broke getting it off. But I don't mind, because I've got a spare 2mm one, and I really much prefer it with the 6mm. It goes through juice like crazy. So for me, the 2mm tank would be really, you know, a pain, whereas the 6mm one is absolutely immense. So that's the thing. That's the thing. It comes with two tank options, 2mm, 6mm. I much prefer it with the 6mm, and I'm not noticing any drop in flavour with the 6mm at all. It only really adds onto the chimney, not onto the chamber, so it seems to not affect the flavour too much, which is great. Okay, so those were little, very, very minor, tiny things. Everything else about this I love. The vape is tremendous. I think the flavour's so good because, although it's very tall, the chamber is very reduced there. It's very low in the tank, you can see that. So it's super low, it's super enclosed, you know, 2 big coils in there, super packed in by the chamber. It creates a very intense little cauldron of flavour down there. I think another reason it tastes so good is the airflow. You've got plenty of airflow going up and plenty of airflow coming slightly from the sides that are licking it on its way up. And I think that is it's a very nice, tasty airflow way of doing it. It's very hard to get a lot of airflow just directly under the coil, so they've got that additional one as well. All that airflow with that power whisking up into a tiny chamber, up the spout, and creating a lovely vape. The third thing that I think is the reason that this is so tasty is it wicks so well. It wicks ferociously quick, so you're always getting a very nice, very saturated vape, and I think that's another reason the flavour is so damn good on here. So yeah, the flavour and cloud production is tremendous. I really like the postless system. I think it makes wicking easier. It's not a big pain to build on at all. You just got to guess those leg lengths. I reckon just under 1 centimetre seems to be about right for how I like it. But it depends how high you want the coil in the tank. So bear that in mind. You know, obviously the higher the coil is from, the distance between the airflow and the coil, the air intake and the coil, is what affects throat, hit and all that sort of thing. So you feel free to experiment, but I tend to be just under 1 centimetre with my lead length. So yeah, that's that. So it is really easy to build on, no problems there at all. Super cakewalk to wick. You know, so you cannot go wrong wicking this. You literally just put them through the coil and down into those chambers. You know, the more power you want, maybe the less you want to dip into those chambers. But yeah, no problem with leaking, no problem with flooding, no dry hits. It wicks very, very well, and it's very easy to make it wick well as well, which is great. Yeah, I love this. I love this RTA. And looking through Facebook, looking through the Ideal Home Show group and forums and stuff like that, all the ones that I'm connected with, everyone seems to be enjoying this. Everyone seems to be enjoying this. I know there's a lot of comparison with the Amit tank, the new dual coil version. I don't have that. I don't have that, so I can't compare. But I would be very impressed if it's as good as this, to be honest, because this is excellent, excellent. I've been Vic. This is a great RTA. Check it out. Check it out. Links in the description. I've been Vic, and I'll see you again soon.